Hello guys, in this video I'll be showing you best budget gloves under 200 euros. Keep in mind, I haven't included all the gloves since I will be making a part 2 as well. Also, the prices can change from these skins and I took the prices from Steam. I also included some knives to combo with each of the gloves, just so you can see some nice color palettes. Starting off with the jade gloves in field tested condition for 140 euros. Now for these ones I included the gut knife gamma Doppler phase 4. Now as you can see, these gloves fit really well with any green themed skin. Next up, the yellow banded gloves in minimal wear condition for 150 euros. Now I decided to pair a tiger tooth knife with these gloves, but you can also pair any lower knife pretty much. Also, some skins like the AK fuel injector fit really well with this one. Next up, the unhinged gloves in minimal wear condition for 150 euros. Now you can pair any Damascus steel knife even in battle scar condition with these ones, or a black laminate knife, or even a nice stripe knife, because the color palette matches really well. Next up, the needle point gloves in minimal wear condition for 120 euros. Now for these ones I decided to pair a gut knife slaughter because it fits really well with the slaughter finish and with the gut knife handle. But you can also pair crimson web knives. Next up, Resander red gloves in field testing condition for 130 euros. Now keep in mind, these gloves you need to find in a lower float, closer to minimal wear condition if you want them to look nice. I also pair them with a slower knife because it just looks the best. Next up, Queen Jaguar gloves in minimal wear condition for 160 euros. Now I decided to pair these ones with a safari mesh knife just because the handle of the knife and the palm of the gloves fit really well together. You can also pair the gloves with an AK Jaguar or a Pantera Onca AK. Next up, the Constrictor gloves in minimal wear condition for 130 euros. Now you can pair these gloves with any Rascot knife. Also, the more battle scar the knife is, the more brown it has. I also chose the gut knife just because the handle fits really well with the gloves. Next up, the Desert Shaman gloves in minimal wear condition for 110 euros. I also chose a Rascot knife for these ones just because they don't really fit well with any other finish. You could pair them with a tiger tooth, but I recommend the Rascot more, just because it looks way better. Next up, the Smokeout gloves in field testing condition for 180 euros. Now I decided to pair a vanilla M9 bayonet with these gloves, but you can also pair any Damascus steel knife or any other vanilla knife pretty much. Keep in mind that the knives are way more expensive than the gloves, but it looks really nice. Next up, the Lieutenant Commander gloves in well-worn condition for 190 euros. Now, I recommend pairing these gloves with a talon knife just because the ivory color of the handle fits really well with the color palette of these gloves. Next up, the Overtake gloves in field testing condition for 110 euros. Now keep in mind, if you want these gloves to look nice, you need to search for a float closer to minimal wear condition. I also decided to pair these ones with a lord knife just because the handle and the blade of the knife fit really well with the color palette of the gloves. Next up, the Racing Green gloves in minimal wear condition for 100 euros. Now you can pair these gloves with any Boreal Forest, Forest DD pet, or even a Safari mesh knife, so you can make yourself a really nice budget green team combo. Next up, the Overprint gloves in battle scar condition for 140 euros. Keep in mind, if you want these gloves to look nice, you need to search for a lower float value closer to well-worn condition. I also decided to pair them with a Huntsman Gamma Doppler phase 2, so it makes for a really nice looking cyan combo. That's it for this video. Keep in mind, I haven't included all the budget gloves under 200 euros as I will be making a part 2 video very soon. Also, if you enjoyed, consider subscribing and liking the video, and comment down below what you want to see next. That's it for this one. Bye bye.